Hello everyone. If you're new to the world of the classical guitar, Lagrima is a great place to start. It's written by Francisco Tárrega, a late 19th century composer, and it's one of the most famous in the canon. And for good reason. It's a beautiful piece. It's delicate, fragile, emotional, heart-wrenching. You can't go wrong with it. But if you're like me, and you've been around the guitar world for quite a while, you've probably heard this piece about 100 million times. And it's still great, and you still love it, as do I. But maybe there's a way that we can freshen it up a little bit. Hear the piece through new ears, as it were. Today, we'll be exploring that way by playing it backwards. So, if you've never heard the piece before, pause this video and go watch the performance linked on the screen right now, and then come back and thank me in the comments, because your life will be better. If you have seen it before, once or twice, or 100 times, stick around and see what happens. How will this most excellent piece sound played backwards? Will it still be beautiful? Will it still be heart-wrenching? Or will it be a monster, completely transformed? There's only one way to find out. Also, for the sake of time, I'm not going to be doing the repeats at the end of the A and B section. So there you have it, Lagrima backwards. One thing that I think works about playing it backwards is that the form remains the same. Since it's ABA, when you play it backwards, you still get the major to minor back to major motion that makes the original so effective. On the other hand, some things don't work as well backwards, like bass notes in places like the beginning of bar 14, which sounds super out of place when it's played at the very end of the bar rather than the very beginning. I found that when I was reading it backwards, I tended to play by downbeat rather than note to note. So I would play backwards, but I'd play the beginning of each couplet of eighth notes rather than the second one followed by the first. So the impulse to play beat by beat was very strong and difficult to remove, and frankly, it sounded more normal when played that way. But there are moments where it's surprisingly similar to the original, like the B to C back to B in bar 12, which mirrors what happens in the original because it's the same either way. So moments like that were pretty cool. But overall, what did you think? Was it awesome? Was it beautiful? Was it better than the original? Should we cast the original Lagrima into the ocean, never to play it again? Or was this one terrible? A catastrophic mistake? A decision that should not have been made? Let me know in the comments what you think. and what other pieces should be played backwards. That's all for today.